Say.
You're coming up on trespass.
I can't be
sir.
Sir, first of all, get in here. Probably gonna go to jail. Taxes and utility. You gotta go.
Okay.
Good picture. Nice office. Got these bulletins.
What you doing?
Just filming.
What you filming?
I'm looking at this right here, right now. Trying to see what's on the bulletin over here.
That's all you gonna film?
I'm filming the whole building.
See, there's a process. You gotta notify somebody that you're doing that. You
Why-
gotta notify.
why would I have to do
on
that?
the 14th floor.
I don't gotta do that.
Look. You just can't walk around in the building taking pictures of people.
You can.
In this building.
It's
Not
a-
you can't go in no door. You can't.
I just went in there.
You can't. But you can't go in and take a picture.
I just did it.
You can't do it.
Why
you
not?
Can't. You can walk around the hallway, but you cannot go in the office space.
Why can't I?
Because you can't.
It's a public building.
It's a public. Yeah, but that people are conducting business in there.
And I'm conducting business as well.
Where are you conducting business at?
Right here. This is my business.
You cannot go in the offices. I'm asking you not to go in the
Why not?
offices because those people in those are conducting business do not want their picture taken. We
How
just
do you-
went through
how
this.
you-
the
how
other-
you- how you
Hold on a
don't
minute.
know
Let me get her down here. Let me get her down.
You can't tell me I can't do that. All right. I'm messing with the wrong one. Why would I be messing with the wrong
I
one?
asked you not to do something, and I told you, said stay right
Okay.
here. Let me get the person here. who
Because you
talk to.
asked me to do something, but I can
I'm
respectfully
very
decline
polite.
that, sir. I don't have to do exactly what you said.
Call Burke.
Thank you.
Hey, bro, they ordered it. It's a public.
I've been-
What I'm saying, but it's a public place. You
I know.
can't do that. I don't want him doing it, but he can do
He
that.
can't go in the office.
I appreciate you for letting me know.
I know you do that. So, hey, he can't. Are you in the building? You got another guy on
Mhm.
He's walking the officers too.
Hey, how you doing? Great. I saw some business cards here. I was like, oh, let me grab some. How you doing? How's your day?
Good, how are you doing?
Great. Yes, indeed. Okay. So I'm gonna grab that one as well. Let me actually grab this one. Building the text. they got.
Sir, we need you to sign in. You will stay in the building. You got anybody coming in the building that's doing what you do, you got to sign in.
I got to sign in. Why I got to sign in for? I'm sorry.
That's the way it is. You have to sign in. You want an officer with a camera, you got to sign in.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I appreciate that, but I'm not doing that.
Okay, so I remember him with the trial. But he went to one of these offices. How you doing today?
Some delinquent. So I'm not getting you not in there. Just trying to get what's on the wall here. Vehicle license.
Hey.
Hey, y'all, come on. I need you to sign in. Sir, I need you to come sign in.
Okay, one second, sir. I'm trying to conduct my business here. You got some gubs. Man.
He's just taking pictures.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to sign in.
I talked to them already.
Well, I don't need you to talk to him. I need you to come sign in
They
for
be
me.
so rude for
Because
man.
I asked you nicely to come sign in for me before you continue in this building.
But I don't have to do exactly what you say, sir. Why are you being rude to
All right,
me?
well, I would need you to
Am I
exit.
being rude to you?
I'm going to need you to exit the
Am I
building.
being rude to you,
No.
sir?
Yeah, you are
I'm
being rude
not.
to me because I asked you to sign
I'm
in.
not. Just because
Come
you
on,
asked me
sir.
to do something doesn't mean I have
Well,
to do it.
you're
Come
gonna
on,
exit this
stop being like that.
You're going to exit this
Come
building.
on, brother. Like, what's all that about?
Just do that because everyone that comes in, yes.
Yeah, I know, but like
No,
that, I don't have.
No. Yes,
Technically,
you do. You have to sign in before you do anything.
Relax.
No.
Relax.
Well,
Come
then,
on, take it.
no. Come sign in.
Look at
I'm not listening to you, sir. I
your
asked you
decibels just going a little bit too high, bro. Like all that is unnecessary. I'm not
worry
even meeting you there. Like, calm down.
Don't worry about it.
Damn. You telling me I don't have to sign into something? I don't have to waive my Fourth Amendment right to sign in nowhere. What are you talking about, sir?
These are all of our papers we have for income tax.
Okay.
And stuff like that. But it'd be nice if you avoid all that if you just go sign.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate you though. I appreciate you.
These are just regular.
Regular ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get one of these. I just wanted to get that for my friends.
Yeah, but it would avoid a lot of
I appreciate you. That's the same.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I appreciate you though.
Okay.
Excuse me. Out of control.
I got trespassing. Asked him 3 times to sign in. He's walking around the side of the building taking pictures with a phone, and he went outside. And I asked him,
So you cannot trespass from public property. That don't even make sense.
can you send me an officer?
You can't trespass from public property. How I'm trespassing? What I do that's illegal?
I don't need to talk to you. I'm good.
So then go mute then, please. You feel me? Stop talking. Well, that's unnecessary. Oh, they got the Black History Month joint going on like this. The financial district. Okay. So this guy here. From the utility office, got an and extra. No reason. It's a good one. Oh, sorry. You got voters over here. Okay. Come to vote. That's decent. I'm just recording. Oh, just my own purposes. So. Oh yeah. If it's government issues, public, so I could record it. It's okay. I appreciate it though. Let me know. You know. See, says it right there. Here we are. News media may be present and may film or photograph inside polling place. Wow. The pollings are open but may not film or photograph. Any person who's specifically asked the media representative at the time. See? It says it, and it's okay. Which is nice.
Hey, son. What's going on today? I got a
I
call
don't
to come
know.
out here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You gotta ask him.
No, he just told me to ask you. What's going
I mean,
on?
he called you guys, right? I wouldn't know why he called you. Why you can't come up and ask me why he called you. I wouldn't know.
He wants to know why you didn't sign in. I want to know from your perspective what's going on.
Why I wouldn't sign in?
Yeah.
Do I have to? No,
Yeah,
I don't.
everybody that comes in this building.
Everybody
has
that
to sign
come in should sign in. They don't have to sign in if they knew that. But I'm just one of the people that don't want to do that. And I'm not doing anything wrong by not doing that.
Well, what reason? What's going on?
What's the problem? There's no reason or nothing going on. I just don't want to do it. There don't have to be a reason why or an explanation why. I don't want to do something, so I'm not doing it. That's it. It's a requirement, but requirements aren't law though. So I follow law, not requirements, and those are two different things, right? You a law enforcement officer? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name and badge number?
Ryder 4394.
All right, you took an oath to uphold what? The Constitution and
Yeah.
law. You don't work upon people's feelings or what they feel. Like in this gentleman's case, he feels that I should do something.
Right.
You don't work in that. You work in what's the law, right? The law states that I don't have to give up my Fourth Amendment right if I don't need to, and especially coming into a public building, I don't have to. So that's exactly what I'm doing.
No, but it's a city hall.
Yes, it's but it's a
Everybody
public
needs to
building.
sign
It's a rule, and it's a public.
Even in a public space, they are controlled by standard operating procedures.
Right.
He should know that. So our standard operating procedures.
I should know what? What should I know?
Standard operating procedures.
I shouldn't know that. I don't work here. Those procedures are for you guys.
No, they're for the public that comes
Those-
to this building. So I need you to
Okay.
sign in, sir.
I'm not going to
They
sign.
don't know
You don't
me.
need me to sign
No,
it.
no,
You don't
let me-
need me
let
to
me
do
explain.
anything. I don't have to give up my Fourth Amendment right.
Hold on a sec. Talk to
I'm
me.
calling my person's effects and things. I don't have to
No,
give that up.
but
That's
I'm
what you want me to
saying
do.
is They don't know me outside of uniform. So if I walk in here and I need to see, let's say him, let's use him as an example,
Okay.
I have to sign in. Because it is standard operating procedure.
It's standard. You sure of that?
I'm positive.
You have to sign in. If that's what
if
you.
I wasn't
but
in
look,
uniform, I would have to sign in.
you feel that you would have to. I feel that I don't. What's the law that I'm breaking? This is what I'm trying to say.
You're coming up on trespass.
I can't be
Sir,
sir. First of all, just let me explain something about trespassing in a public place. One, you can't trespass in a public place if I didn't commit a crime. There has to be a crime at hand.
refusing to leave.
Hold on, stop cutting me off. I'm just trying to finish.
Is actually a crime. Yes.
Right? If I'm asked to leave under threat of arrest, I will. If you tell me that I will be arrested, I will leave.
I
But
don't want to arrest
no,
you.
I'm just saying. If you
Right,
tell
okay,
me that,
okay.
I'm just saying. If you tell me that, I will leave. If you telling me, oh, you will be taken out in handcuffs, you will be put in arrest, I will leave. I will get out of here, sir. But I don't have to leave a public place. It's under normal business hours, time, place, and manner.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Me giving up my Fourth Amendment right. I don't have to do that. I don't have to sign in. I don't have to give you my name. I don't have to give you nothing. I don't have to do any of that.
Well,
that's this building asking people to do certain things. It's unconstitutional. I don't have to. You swore oath to the Constitution.
I understand.
Well,
Yeah.
here's what it states. The standard operating procedure states this: if you're in this building to access public domains, to pay a bill,
Right.
to access building permits or to vote, that's one thing. But if you're in this building to conduct anything outside that, you must sign in. So
That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense.
No, that does make sense.
So,
And
how, so
he
all right,
actually
sir,
beat me
so,
to it. I
sir,
wanna figure
sir.
out
So this
what do you
this
need to
this
have done
this
here.
sounds logic to you. This sounds logic, right? That if you're going to come into the building, you don't have to sign in if you're going to one of these offices. But if you're not doing that, you have to sign in.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
What do you need here?
We're not going there.
He's trying to make me sign in. I'm not.
No,
I don't
but-
need
no,
anything.
but what do you need?
I didn't ask you to. I didn't call you.
No. What do you need as a
But
citizen?
but that's my
in this building?
that's my business. I don't have to tell you
Okay,
that.
if
But
you
what
wanna
I'm
conduct business, you got to
I
sign
am
in.
conducting business. You can't tell me that I'm not.
I don't know what you're doing. That's
I'm not trying to tell you what I'm doing. I don't have to. But what I'm trying to tell you is I don't have to. Like, this gentleman asked me to do something.
You're
He's
tying up my
asking.
hands. I'm trying to help you out. If you
If
have
this
no
gentleman,
business here,
my business is this. First of all, it's the First Amendment. That's business enough. I don't have to tell you exactly what I'm doing. That's my business.
okay. Well, he has
You
the
don't-
authority.
he
to
doesn't have the-
have you
he doesn't-
out here,
he doesn't
and I
have-
the authority to
he-
tell you.
he
if
doesn't-
You don't leave here. You're going to force me to arrest you.
Okay, under that, you'll be opening yourself up for civil litigation, and
That's
I'm cool
fine.
with that. But what I'm trying to tell you is this man right here can't just tell me, oh, because he doesn't like what I'm doing, it's not business. Under the Constitution, under the First Amendment,
Right.
me filming in public is a protected activity. You can't tell somebody that they can't come in here and pray. Do you understand that?
Now I see what you're saying. If you had signed in, he probably would have never called.
If I had signed, man, I walked in here with this in hand, went to this office
have no
here.
problem with you
Oh,
doing
I'm not. They told me that they had a problem with me filming in here. Before he
I
asked me,
don't have a
before
problem.
they asked me to
I'm only
sign
here
in the
because
paper.
You didn't sign in.
Okay, but I don't have to waive my Fourth Amendment right. You telling me that I have to give up?
In is
You-
not a Fourth Amendment issue.
Yes, it is. That's me being safe in my personal effects. What? How is that
No,
not?
that deals with search and seizure. And
That
stuff
does
like
not
that.
deal with search and seizures only. That's crazy that you think that. What's the Fourth Amendment? Can you recite it for me, sir?
Hold on. Let's get this.
Exactly.
Hold on.
So what I'm trying to say is just like he's moving off of emotions of what he feels that I should do. I'm moving off of logic and law. I follow the law, not policies that's put in place. None of that. Policies don't govern law. You understand that? I follow law, not policies.
Well, you're going to force me to have to enforce the law, and I.
What's the law that you will be enforcing?
Trespassing.
I'll be trespassed from this property.
Yeah, if you refuse to leave.
What will be
If you have-
the first offense that I'm
Hold
doing
on,
because I
hold
have
on,
to be already
hold on.
committing a crime to
If
be
you
trespassed
have
from a
business
public
here,
property.
I would like to leave you here so you can
I do,
conduct
sir. I
business.
do, sir. I do, sir. I'm going to gather information from this public place. like I was already in that office doing before this gentleman
What
even
office? His office?
before
Was
this
he in
gentleman
your
even
office?
came and talked to me. The Treasury office. I was in there talking to her. I was having a nice conversation with those two ladies in
I
there.
walked in and said, "Can you please
Right.
sign in for me?" He told me no.
I said no because I
All
don't
you
have
need
to,
do
sir.
is sign, man.
I don't have
It's
to.
a class 1 misdemeanor.
It's a
not
class.
signing something.
You sure?
Trespassing.
You sure that's a class 1 misdemeanor for
Yeah.
me trespassing for not signing into a
No, trespassing, not the signing.
time,
part.
place, and
I'm
manner,
here
sir.
because of the not signing.
You can't tell me that I'm trespassing because I didn't sign a paper. That
All
doesn't
right.
even make sense,
I'm trying
sir.
to reason with you, man.
And
You
if I
gotta
did,
leave.
look, and if I did, what you want me to sign on there? What you want me to sign on there?
What do you need? The name, date, and the time.
Name, date, and time. You want
Name,
me-
date, and time, and
I
I'm
got-
leaving.
Watch this. Watch that. That's what you want. I don't have to have a reason. I don't have to tell you my personal reasons, right? You want me to sign something, right? Where's the book? That's it. Where's the book? Come on, you want me to sign something? You want me to sign something? I'm a print. P. D. All right, that's my name. Boom.
No, you got to do something.
What?
legit,
That's my
man.
name. That's legit. You can't tell me that's not my name. What you talking about? That is my name.
All right.
You get him
better
out.
has to
Get
leave.
him
You
out of
gotta
here.
go.
It's crazy.
You
Get
better
him
has
out
to
of here. It's
leave. You
crazy.
gotta go.
Call your supervisor.
My
Call your
supervisor's the one that called me.
All right, call your supervisor. I need him here at the scene. I'm requesting that now. I need to hear him at the scene.
Let's see who's working loud.
I need him at the scene because you obviously just don't even know.
W43
It's cool.
people start a supervisor this way.
Yes, indeed. You try to trespass me from a public property. I didn't commit no crime. You telling me just because you don't like something don't mean that I got to do it what anybody says. Like, if I told you that I ain't like your shoes that you was wearing, do you got to listen to that? Like, that don't even make sense. Get up out of here. Let's go.
If you go through this middle foyer right here where the elevators are, make a left at the next desk. Turn.
So guys, these two here, well, this one is not even an officer. I don't know. He gives his opinion. This one here wants to tell me that I can be trespassed from a public property without having first committed a crime or anything. I haven't broken the law. I've been doing a protected activity. Just by them not wanting me in here doesn't aid them in a trespass. So that's what happens. Nobody signed thing yet. We've been waiting. They want me to do something that nobody else is doing. Everybody else just walking in. Look at this. You know? They want me to sign a book that nobody else is signing. It's ridiculous. Don't even make sense.
I didn't get here until
Hey.
I didn't get here until April 11th of 2020.
You know how long your sergeant's gonna be?
I don't know, but he's coming.
Yeah, because you know what I mean? I'm on this call for like a long time.
What do
and,
who?
I said you on this call for a long time, and then I just want to ask you, am I being detained in any way right now?
I'm waiting on the supervisor.
I know you waiting
you're
on
not
the
being
supervisor.
detained.
All right, then I'm free to go, free to stay type of thing. So I'm just gonna walk around.
No, I need you to stay.
You just told me, so then I'm being detained.
Why would you have me call a supervisor?
I'm not saying that I'm not gonna wait for him. I'm just saying I don't want to stand right here aimlessly. You know what I mean? I'm just saying I don't want to just stand there watching you guys babble about whatever you want to babble. I'm waiting. I said how long? You said he coming, so I'm gonna just walk around till he come. All right. Thank you. Hell.
Yeah, come up a little bit more this way.
Why?
Because they're voting down there.
That's cool. It says that on the. Did y'all read any? I don't think y'all read. That's crazy. Like, there's a paper on there that explicitly like tells you that I can film. Like, it says that right there. Unless somebody that's voting tells me that they don't want to be filmed or whatever, and I got to move the camera. But like nothing prevents me from doing it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. If you want to read something, do your due diligence first. Like instead of just taking their word at it, and go read it. There's like papers on the side. I'm telling you, there's papers on the side. You can't tell me what to do. Anyway, I'm still gonna do it. You know what I mean? But like, I'm just trying to let you know. Just trying to let you know you're supposed to investigate first, not just act. Investigation, part of your job. How y'all doing? You guys doing? Just catching these. I'm good.
Oh, you just want to check the
You people out of here. But also, guys, the reason why you don't hear me talking as much is because I'm coughing. I got coming off of having a little asthma attack that I had. So that was the basis of me actually having that. So it's like me coughing and stuff like that. So that's why I didn't post for a while, guys. So just letting you guys know, okay? You guys know that. Just wanted to. Now the supervisor's here. Now that the supervisor's here, we are going to try to convey to the supervisor. Here's convey to the supervisor, in which. Yeah, cause you was about to. I didn't want you to just like open yourself up in the city for civil litigation, so I was calling somebody that may know something different, you know. So
why are we here?
I'm not gonna say why I'm here because that's just gonna give up my information, my business on what exactly specifically. Like I'm not trying to divulge that. It's gonna hinder my story right now. But he told me I was gonna be trespassed, which is crazy because being trespassed from being in public is wild in itself, and I can't be trespassed in public if I hadn't already committed a crime or I didn't break any laws. I just was in here doing my business, you know.
Is that to make people uncomfortable? Is that what your business is?
My business? No, I'm never come anywhere to make anybody feel uncomfortable. I can't make anybody feel uncomfortable. That's their feelings. I'm not governing on their feelings. I don't work that way, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel no way. I haven't even, when I walked in here, I'm very polite to everybody. I didn't come up to nobody's face. I don't put the camera in nobody's face. I'm not making people feel comfortable. I don't do that. I'm just walking in, doing what I'm
So what you
legally
doing right
allowed.
there is not a camera in people's face?
Oh no, I'm like a decent amount away from you. Just because I'm recording in your direction doesn't make my camera being in your face, and that doesn't even equate to a crime. Do you understand? So it's like feelings, just like I asked him. He took an oath to the Constitution, right? You didn't take an oath to anybody. You didn't take an oath to anybody's feelings in here, right? So you saying all this about me making people feel uncomfortable? Their feelings don't govern my laws, you know? So it's like,
But
why are we
also-
even saying it?
Also, with freedom,
Mm-hmm.
you do have to be careful at how you utilize freedom as well.
Oh yeah, I'm being very careful. I'm being very cordial with people. People ask me to do things that I don't want to do. I don't want to give up any of my rights to do these things that they're asking me of. So I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not bad mouthing anybody. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just literally conducting my own business, and they're accosting me.
What's
That business is mine to know. I just don't want to have to explain to every person that I come in contact with what my business is.
You see these metal detectors?
I walked through these metal detectors perfectly fine, and I went to offices perfectly fine before this gentleman came up berating me with things that his feelings basically, and it's just I'm not understanding.
There's a reason they try to keep these places as secure as possible.
I don't have anything that will harm anybody. So you saying security risk?
At the same time,
Me
they're
doing
trying
what?
to keep things open to the public. They're also trying to keep everybody safe.
Okay.
There's a reason all this stuff is set up here. It's not because they just want to harass citizens.
Okay, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So people want to feel safe to some degree.
But what? All right, let me ask you this: if you're talking about safety, what am I doing? That is
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
what am I doing, or what have I shown that is hindering anybody's safety? Is what I'm. Can anybody tell you that? I did anything. I'm not the one who called the police here. I asked for you because this man tried to trespass me. I didn't call you here initially, so I'm not the complainant. You got to ask them. Which he got on the phone. He got on the phone and called you guys. He got on the phone and called you guys. You know what I mean? So you gotta be with that. I called you here because I didn't want him to make a mistake and try to trespass me from a public place. You understand? Because that's gonna open you guys up for civil litigation right there. And I didn't want you guys to go ahead and do that. So I asked for you.
Well, I don't care about civil litigation. I'm here to resolve an issue. There's
All right.
obviously an issue. So
I don't have an issue.
Are you okay? So
I don't have an issue.
So how long do you need to do your business or whatever it is you're doing?
As long as it's gonna take. It's just my business. I don't want to have a time frame on what my business is. It's time, place, and manner. This place is open to the public between the hours of operation.
You're trying to prove the point that you've been pretty much.
I'm not trying to prove any points. What I'm trying to do is conduct my business.
But
That's
you don't
it.
have a business. You haven't stated your business.
I don't have to. Sir. One, I don't have to tell you my business, and two, in and of itself, you said I'm filming, right? That is considered business under the Constitution. So there's nothing else that I would even have to tell you. I don't have to tell you that I'm going to doing taxes. I don't have to tell you that I'm going to the utility place or any of that. I don't have to tell you any of that. Those are leisures that I'm not willing to grant you. You understand?
Keep saying business. Why bring it up?
You asked me what is my business here.
No,
I
you
said
you're here doing your business. And
yes,
I asked you,
I
what
am
is that
doing
business?
my business. I am doing my business. I
Your
told you
business is filming.
my business is my business. What I came here to do. That's it. I'm not telling you exactly being specific about any of that. I don't have to. Is what I'm just saying. This is my business. I'm conducting it. He felt some type of way about it. He called you guys to try to bully me and get me out of here because he didn't like how I was telling him no, that I didn't want to do something. I have every right to tell somebody I don't want to do something. I don't want to waive my Fourth Amendment rights. And I don't have to do that. You understand? Just by being in this place, it's a public place. I don't have to waive my Fourth Amendment rights to stand here or walk through. I don't have to do any of that. That's like, it doesn't even make sense.
So your business.
Look, everybody that comes in here, you
your
look.
business is to come in here.
He told
and see
me.
who you can get to mess with you.
I'm not trying to mess with anybody. I didn't come up to
You're
anybody.
trying to see who will come and bother you.
I didn't try to see it. I don't do that. I never.
That's what this looks like.
How does it look like that when I didn't talk to anybody? How does it look like that? How do I come in here?
You're trying to say.
How do I come in here? Hold on. How do I come in? First of all, how do I come in here and I had a decent conversation? No, it's not true. How did I come in here? How did I come in here and had a decent conversation with these two ladies in this office here? Decent conversation with them. He comes in and berates me. Like if I have to do exactly what he says, I don't. That doesn't make any sense. You telling me I gotta do what these people say just because they work here? No, it doesn't work like that.
Keep going, Dr. Here's what happened. He came in the building. He started filming. He went in one of the office spaces.
Straight to the
I
back.
kindly went over and asked him. I said, "Hey, pull down the operating procedure." I said, "I need you to sign in." He said, "I'm not doing none of that. You can't tell me what to do." Anyone who comes to this building who's not utilizing the resources, first of all, must sign in. We asked him to do that. That's good. You can go about your business and film as long as you want. I'll even get you an escort. People in the office spaces when you come in, but you have to sign in. So he decided to just put a PD in the book. That's all he's going to give us. So I said, if you can't sign the book, you need to be charged with
So what's the procedure for signing? Does it require more than a sign or a signature?
It doesn't require none of that. Look, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. It don't even make sense. Can't even. PD, what? You wanted me to sign something. I told you I would sign something. That's what you wanted me to do. I ain't tell you I wanted to. Right? Like, y'all out here is being ridiculous. Right? They ain't give you no IDs, no nothing. Come on, bro. Don't even make sense. There's plenty of people. Look, sir, there's plenty of people that just walked in here that didn't sign this book. Why you standing here looking at this book? Why do I gotta do it?
There's got to be more.
Don't even make sense. Come on. I could tell you that my name is Thomas Jefferson, and you won't believe it. That's my point. Like, what are you gonna get out of this?
So
Don't even make sense. And if you wanted me to sign that, sorry, sir. I'm gonna follow you guys into.
They're trying to.
I know, don't touch me,
Wait
though,
over
don't
here
touch
with me. Wait over here with me.
They gotta go into public. It's a public place. I can walk around. If they want to walk around to the, you feel me? I'm not gonna go past any key areas. I'm walking around. I want to hear what's going on. What you mean? You want to walk in there? Go ahead. Hope you get educated today. See? No transparency. It's crazy. Don't even make sense.
And your name is PD? Or you're going by PD? That's what you wrote on there, right?
I'm not telling you. I'm not answering any questions, but.
Okay. But I want you to understand this. While there's freedoms to walk around the public, it was brought to my attention that you walked in a space where they were counting money for...
When? Where?
Finance came over and said you came into the space where we count money.
I went inside a publicly accessible lobby, right?
Yeah.
And I walked in. There's no.
Look, I don't have a problem with you walking around freely, right?
They can have a problem. They could call you all they want. You probably should just notify them and let them know that I can do what I'm doing, and it'll be all right.
Walking around a public space, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with you bothering people when they're at work.
I've never bothered anybody. I've never said anything to anybody.
So
Me coming in there and just filming is not doing anything.
Bothering people,
I mean, how they feel.
People are here paying bills.
How they feel is how they feel. I can't tell somebody how to feel. I can't move anybody on how they feel about what I'm doing.
I'm not
I'm not doing anything illegal. That's all you should be worried about.
as long as you're walking around in public, common areas and not bothering people counting money.
I didn't bother
paying
anybody.
bills,
What's a bother to you?
Because
What's a bother to you?
if you come in here to pay
I don't know.
a bill,
What's a bother to you?
and somebody walks in with a camera while you're paying a bill and they're counting money,
It's not illegal to do. So what's the like? What will be the
but
problem?
you are interfering with people who are working.
I won't be interfering. Me just filming in public.
You
First of all,
walking-
Miller versus U.S. says that you can't turn a constitutionally protected activity into a crime. So, first, me just filming in there while somebody is
opening
doing
doors,
something.
going into places that you do not work in.
I could walk right in here. I could walk right in here and film in there all I want. It's a
interfering.
public, accessible area. Me not going in, me coming in there and yelling or cursing or
we'll have
doing
to do
something
that.
that is.
We'll have to assign somebody to you because you do understand.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
benefits
you could
of
tell.
allowing
Look, you
people
could
to
waste
walk
tax.
around.
You could
Listen,
waste taxpayer money if you want to.
If you're going
I'm
into
not telling you to do
places
that.
Where people are counting money.
I mean,
okay,
just
do
because you raise your
understand-
octaves up a little bit, don't
Listen,
mean what
you're
you're
not-
saying
you're
is
not-
valid.
okay,
so that
so-
don't even make sense. So stop. Can you not do that? Because it's like, why
because
are
you're
we
not
doing
allowing
that?
me to talk.
Why are we doing that?
You're
Because
not
what you
allowing
try,
me to talk.
what you was
I am
cop
saying-
explaining to
listen,
me.
Listen, if money is being counted
Okay.
and you want to walk in while they're counting money,
Hey, they should
I understand.
they should lock the door
I
if
understand.
money's being counted
I
and
understand why
if they don't want
somebody
people to
has to
see.
be assigned to you.
If they don't want people to
do
see,
you understand that?
I don't understand that. If they want people, if they don't want people to see them counting money, right? They should lock the door to make sure that people the public can't come in at that point in time when they're counting money, right? Doesn't that seem valid? Versus you telling me that a public member cannot walk into a public place? Do you understand that?
No, I don't.
So if I could walk in here and they're counting money behind that counter, it's on them. It's on them to uphold and protect what they're doing inside there. Do you understand that? It's not up to me to protect what they're doing. It's up to them
So
to do that.
basically, it's your job. It's basically your job
To be a member of the public and follow the
so
law.
I'm not talking about us. Let's say John Doe comes in here and he's paying a bill.
Uh-huh.
Do you think John Doe wants you filming his bill?
I don't know what John Doe thinks. I try not to think about what other people think.
Okay, I understand. I see
I
that.
only-
You clearly
I
are that.
only-
You clearly
I-
aren't thinking about what other people think.
I only abide by laws, sir. I only abide by
Okay,
laws,
okay.
and you shouldn't. You shouldn't
You
either,
clearly-
because
you
I know.
clearly don't care what other people think. I see.
I never said I don't care. I said I don't abide by what other people think.
Because
Caring,
John
you.
Doe doesn't want to be filmed.
If
coming
John
here
Doe,
paying
look,
his bills.
if John Doe doesn't want to be filmed, don't come out in public, right? You're being filmed.
But
Look,
if he has to
look,
pay
it's
a
crazy.
bill
No,
here-
no. If you want to
If
keep
he has
talking,
to pay
look.
a bill,
If he has to
then-
pay a bill, there's cameras in each one of these offices watching him pay his bills.
Okay.
I can FOIA request each and every one of those.
Yes.
So what are you talking about?
Okay.
What?
But this is the
You
thing.
come out in public and you don't want to be filmed. You should stay at home.
All I'm saying is,
I'm just saying.
don't make people feel uncomfortable.
I
That's
can't
all
make
I'm saying.
somebody feel uncomfortable. If they feeling some type of way, that's them feeling some type of way. What you want me to do about it?
All right. Well then, like I said, I understand from where they're coming from. It's a double-edged sword.
I mean,
You got
like,
money being
you
counted.
want me to protect somebody
You got-
else's feelings?
You got
I'm
You're
not.
walking around. Filming
I ain't signed up to protect
places.
people's feelings here. I signed up to be a American citizen. That's the only thing I got.
I mean, we don't even
That's
know
it.
that personally.
I mean,
We don't even know that.
We don't know that. I mean, you cannot be a cop. We don't even know that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, hey, you know what I mean? You may wear the badge, you may walk like it and talk like it, but you might not be a cop. Maybe an outfit, maybe a costume. You know what I mean? Right?
That might be true.
Exactly.
Call me over here in the costume.
Exactly. Right. You know what I mean? That's what happens. And I'm walking in the United States of America,
But the one thing I'm not doing-
walking around being a
The one
citizen,
thing
and
I'm not doing- the one thing I'm not
and I'm
doing
getting
in
this.
costume, though, is I'm not walking up on people counting money.
I'm not walking up on people counting money.
that's what I was
I never went behind anything that wasn't public accessible. I didn't go into any doors. I didn't go into any doors that was locked. See this door behind you? It got a key card to enter, right? It got a key card to enter. All these other doors here don't have a key card to enter, and I walk right in. I could do that. There's nothing preventing me from doing that. Maybe they shouldn't be counting money in public.
Maybe
I'm just saying.
Will be a good example or
Maybe they
good learning tool for them to
They-
lock things down.
Exactly.
So that when folks like you
That's-
want to deal with,
It's not folks like me. I don't know what you
I mean, other people
insinuating.
who want to go around filming and
I mean, we've been filmed anyway. You filming, right? Everybody's filming. You got cameras on. You
No,
feel me?
this-
Y'all got body cameras on. Y'all walk into different places. You don't accost them
I
about
don't care if you're
whatever.
walking in public. That's fine.
So I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I had to check on what the finance people were saying.
Exactly. Just educate them on what
No,
they
no,
need to be
the-
educated on.
So
That's
the
it.
finance people do have a valid point.
They have a valid point of them not being educated. I understand that, but like them not knowing something is not me doing something wrong. Do you understand that?
I didn't say you were doing something wrong.
So
I'm just saying,
if you saying I'm not doing something wrong,
I'm
this is
just
my
saying,
point.
Because
This,
you may not know they were counting. All I'm saying is,
even if I didn't, it don't matter. It don't matter. If they were counting, they shouldn't be counting in public. If they don't want something seen in public, it's simple as that. It's not my fault that they counting in public. Because I'm walking in with a camera. Oh, hi, we can't be doing what we doing. That's if that's the case, then why you got something to hide? You know what I'm saying?
it's not about.
No,
hiding.
it is though.
It's about-
If you saying that I'm coming in with a
it's
camera,
some degree
if you
of
say
privacy.
no,
Because
there's
like
no
I brought up
expectation
with
of
John.
privacy in public. First of all, there's no expectation of privacy in public. Only thing that you in public
Coming
that
from
you
a person who
only
doesn't wanna say who
only
they are.
only thing in only thing
Coming
in
from a
public.
person who
That's
doesn't
my
wanna say who
persons.
they
That's
are.
my persons. First of all, it's not public. It's not public.
Okay.
I'm not a public entity.
But you're in a
I'm
public place.
Exactly. You're
Okay.
making my own points for me. Thank you very much, sir. And I appreciate that. But what I was trying to tell you is the only thing that is private in here,
Yeah, but
the only thing that is private in here are bathrooms, sir. And doors
so
that
you
are
think-
locked.
You think when people are paying
I'm not
bills,
about to
that
walk
your
into-
camera's not picking up bills and all that
I-
stuff?
If it is, that's cool.
Okay.
It can pick it
Well, it's
up.
no longer private at that point.
But if it picks it up, it's not against the law.
I'm not saying it is.
It's only against the law if
I'm just saying-
I
I'm
then
just saying
no,
I understand
sir. It's
where that
only
comes
against the
from.
law if I then go and use that for some malicious intent. I'm not doing that. You can't
that's good.
accuse me of that.
Well, that's good to
But
know.
me filming in here
That's
is
good to know.
just that. It's just me filming in here. I could do it.
That's good to know.
You know what I mean?
They ask questions,
Hey.
and hopefully they get answers.
Yeah, hopefully they get educated. You know what I mean? That'll help.
You know,
Because a lot of people not educated nowadays about what we can do and what we are allowed to do in this country. You know what I mean? Your rights is like a muscle. If you don't use them, you lose them.
that's true.
So it's just
But we want to use them responsibly.
and
Just
I
because you can do something doesn't mean you should do everything that you can technically do. and
so
get away
all right.
with it.
Let me ask you this: you feel that I'm not using my rights responsibly?
I feel like you towing the line. You.
Because
I'm not saying you're doing
because
something.
I never came in. I didn't even talk to nobody. Like I really didn't come in here to have a chat with anybody. These people came up to talk to me. I came up here to just gather some information for
I'm
real,
just saying
right?
The point
And
that piqued my interest is just the finance people felt like they don't know you.
yeah, I don't know them, but they don't know everybody that
They
walks
don't
in
know
here.
you. I mean,
That's my point.
they don't know you.
But I could walk in here and say look around at and see what cameras in here, and I could FOIA that and get that information, and I could see what they're doing because it's public information. It's just like what like you don't want to be filmed by private citizens, but you want to be filmed by public entities. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with being on camera all day? You got a problem with that? No, they don't got no problems with being on camera all day. You walk outside your
Well, the
house,
one thing I
they're
will
on
say,
camera all
and
day.
I'm not saying, look, cameras are new. When the Constitution was written, that certainly wasn't a thing thought of.
Mhm.
But I will say this: the people who work here know
Mhm.
that the government or whoever controls the cameras here are not going to be putting their information out there. They don't
Okay.
know you. And
I mean, they may not know me.
They don't know what you're going to do with what you're filming.
I mean, they may not know what I'm
You know
using
what
it
I'm
for,
saying?
but
And that's why I feel like you're towing the line.
but
Because
it
nobody
ain't wrong.
knows-
It's
nobody
not
knows your
wrong though.
intentions.
But it ain't wrong.
I'm not saying it is. I'm
You know
just
what I mean?
saying
'Cause look,
there is a line you're towing.
These people look just because I'm coming in here and doing it without hiding what I'm doing. I'm not hiding my hand.
Yeah.
Right. So what you see is what you get. I'm not coming in here with a button camera and then filming people for malicious intent. Now, if I was, I understand what their problem would be, right?
Well, you know what? a lot of times too, we don't have the time to have that long enough conversation like you and I are having. If you just show up and they count money and they don't know you, they ain't got time to talk to you.
If they don't got time, they got. If they got time to call somebody to.
Somebody else has to come talk.
But that mean that they had time enough to just ask me what I'm doing, and I probably would have told them. Because a lot of people, just like that lady in that office, the old lady that's in that office, I told her exactly what I'm doing. I was very cordial with her. It's just he came out demanding that I do things, and I'm just like, no. You know what I mean? Because it's like I don't deal with people's attitudes right up front. You ain't even acknowledge who you was, talk to me. You ain't treat me like I was a person right up front. So why would I even be adhering to what you want to do? You know what I mean? I don't do things for other people's self-aggrandizement. I don't work like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If people come up to me nicely, talk to me just like that lady in that office did right there, and we had a cordial conversation about exactly what I was doing. Nice one.
So you would have had the same conversation?
I would have, but I don't talk to people that don't. Like it's like you talk to me now. It's being a cordial conversation. Earlier, it wasn't really a cordial conversation too much, but I get it. But now it's like getting more of a cordial conversation of a cordial back and forth. You know what I mean? And before, it wasn't like that with this guy. He came up just super aggressive on what I had to do and what I couldn't do, and just like, hold up, you ain't even act. You ain't come up to me. Hey, sir, how you doing? Woo, woo, woo. Get into, you know what I mean, a dialogue. You didn't do that. He just came up to me, tell me about it.
How did it make you feel when he came up to you that way?
It's not about really how I feel, because my personal doesn't mitigate the fact that I could do what I'm doing.
So
it's just like
if
you
your
coming up to me.
mitigate the fact, then why do you feel differently based on how he came up to you versus?
Because I get
how we're
like,
talking now?
so respect is given, not like it's given. It's given out. I give it out. You got to earn it from me. You feel me? I give it out where it's earned. You not about to come up to me and just tell me that I got to do things and think that I have to do it. That doesn't even make sense. If I told you I don't like your glasses, take them off right now. You don't gotta listen to me, sir. You feel me? That's the same thing with this dude. He came up to me telling me I gotta do things that legally I don't have to do, so I really don't gotta listen to him. It's just like, you know, if you came up to me nicely, saying something, hey, my name is this, that, and the third. What are you doing, sir? Woo.
If you want to make regular business in here.
I mean, but I get what you're saying. But it's about all that. Just transparency. I mean, if you don't like being on camera, if nobody like being on camera, they probably really should stay at home. Nothing I could do about that. I'm just another person with a camera that's aiding in all the other cameras. You know what I mean? That's it. But yeah, nice conversation.
All right. Well,
You guys got a call number for this?
hey, what?
Call number, CAD number, one of those, or report number. It's like it was called in by somebody. So I want the number. Can I get that?
I don't even know what it is at the moment.
Cause you radio in, they can get that.
You can give them the last four.
W43. What's the last four we had here? 10-4. 0239.
Okay.
2024 0301 -0239.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna just go on about my business. Y'all have a good one.